everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Desync. Not Secret Saturday. When we last left off, we started building some house shells to kind of just finish filling out the area. So we're going to kind of continue to... We're going to try and continue to do this in rapid succession. There's not really a plan for these houses. They get flat roofs because I'm not entirely certain how this is gonna go. And I'm definitely gonna need more wood, but it is what it is. So, I'm sure you noticed that there wasn't an episode yesterday. That was because I had just got a new hard drive to store several terabytes worth of stuff. So... That's what I was doing. I was setting up my drive to actually work correctly. And now half of my locations are busted. So I gotta fix those still. But it was a necessary purchase because when I originally got these, like, terabyte drives, I originally had them when games were still, like, 8 to 16 gigs. Now games these days are, like, 100 to 150. So, with that in mind... What used to be a hard drive that could hold several games, or basically all the games they could possibly want to play in any given instance and still have room for more, could no longer do what I desired. Because when I was looking, because I want to start a live streamed Fallout run, and they ran into a snafu. Namely, my hard drive doesn't have all that space for it. That was the big issue that I ran into. It's like, well, crap. Because the run, I was like, I wasn't going to just do base Fallout. I've played base Fallout. It's okay. Story's mediocre, so... At this point, it's just a role-playing simulator. Well, my desire was, I needed like 100+ gigabytes of mods on top of the already large video, 40-some gigabyte game. And I just did not have that space anymore. So, to purchase a hard drive, it went. But now I have plenty of space. So much space, in fact. And because there's no kill like overkill, 40 terabytes worth of garbage is now possible. Get a nice view of these places. Get a view, we're going to use Windows. If there's a house in the way, let's not. So yeah, that is that vague plan. Now, of course, still need to install everything, but still. Excuse me. But with everything now, I at least have the space to do it, because funny enough, when I was transferring stuff, I noticed that my like Stellaris is actually not a very big game in itself. It's like, I think it's like 8 gigs, I think. Not big. But my mod folder, oh my god. There's like almost 50 gigabytes of just mods. So I found that mildly amusing for at least Stellaris, because at what point is your game like, am I still playing Stellaris at that point, or am I playing, what am I playing? Like, I'm using the Stellaris framework at this point, but I'm not really playing Stellaris. I don't know. I found it funny and interesting. So, the same thing with my Hearts of Iron folder, but that one's kind of expected. I'm a modder, so I can mod both of those games. So there is no inherent shock there. My modifications folder was several gigs. Yeah, because I have like 4 clones of different versions of the mod that I was working on, and as backups, in case I fried one of them. Oops. So it's no wonder why, at least that one. But now I can now I have like a whole, I have like, I have those games all installed. I reinstalled Halo Master Chief Infinite, so I can do stuff with those. I can go grab some more collaborators if they want to play some Halo. I bought Helldivers, but I'm not inherently a shooter guy. He says trying to play shooters. I'm less interested in the shooty bang bang kill everything. I'm more interested in the story. And while I appreciate Helldivers for being a vaguely story driven, it is a player driven story, and don't get me wrong, interesting concept, and it's clearly working out in their favor. It's clearly working out. More power to them. But I have it so that if people want, I'll play it, but it's not something I'm going to inherently play on my own. Which is okay. It's a nice collab kind of icebreaker. Instead of me trying to just scatter shot collabs, at least you can get something potentially by at least having something that that doesn't inherently require me to know the ins and outs of these games. Is this roof on? It is not. There's also Portal and its innumerable mods. I love Portal. I love the Portal puzzles. They're fun. Very difficult, some of them. But I love puzzle games way more. got Manor Lord. It's got. I got a lot of stuff that can be in the works. What I'm waiting on, which is something really dumb, I could probably go onto the Patreon, but I was really waiting for like the Steam release. 4D Miner. Minecraft, but 4-dimensional. I don't know, at one point it went across my Steam page, and I'm just like, oh, this will be good. So how do you take a block game and make it Tesseract? I really appreciate it. Like, so yeah, we can have custom skins, but you have to basically use 3D pixels, so you could see somebody's innards if they design them, or you can use Barbie doll physics, which I find kind of hilarious. That you can't just like throw on a texture and call it a day. Now you need to actually sit down and really, he gets to have a graveyard access. Don't like doing door windows, but it's what makes sense here. This wall is going to be closed off. Stay out of my graveyard. Oh, there's something mildly abusing that you can kind of, in your attempts to move into 4-dimensional space, if you could see the insides of your best friend because he didn't follow you in the same plane of existence. I also have Fallout 76 as well. I decided to install that as well. I actually haven't touched the game since it was first released, and I didn't even get very far in the first place in the first release. Though it is where Kieran got his other half of his lore. Fallout 4 and 76, unironically, were the original basis for half of his personality and background. A lot of these days are not really in use, but I appreciate it for what it was for the start. Whereas for when it comes to 76, he got his Chinese aspects to him because I just kept finding nothing but like Soviet looking gear. So eventually after like several hours of trying to find anything else, I just leaned into it and said, fine. I guess I was a communist spy who ended up in a vault. Because that was the only logical reason why the first thing you'd see. You know what? I'll wall this side off. This one, and we're gonna move the door over. Move the door over one. And we'll put a small window right here. This guy is more of a recluse. too interested in the outside world. Yeah, that one works. Alright, cool. Got a bunch of houses kind of made. So that's kind of the whole, I guess, spiel with my new drives. The what's, whys, and hows. We'll see. And we'll see what comes of what other games that kind of pop in. Like, who knows what I'll end up actually playing. Like, I have this plan. How well will it stick around? Okay, grounds keep. What strict do I have? Is this enough? It should be. So the church's graveyard really just come to kind of juts out to, you know, we're just gonna go all in on this graveyard. We're gonna go all in on it. Yeah, that works for his entrance. Do something like this, because we don't have gates, so this has to be how the gate works. And then we just kind of cut across, I guess. I'm hoping everything goes well, though. The desire is there. Is the commitment just as strong? Alright. So we got this. Now, we don't need gravel, so we can't really make a gravel path, but I can start making... Son of a bitch. This again. This issue. I already forgot that's a problem. Okay, so we got... Let's... I need to place this guy down. He needs to stick around. Oh, I already... Wait, what? What? Okay, well, anyway. Okay, we're gonna make a few graves. A few test graves. And then we're gonna make the paths kind of based on that. Because based on what I can tell, we can do something like this. Of course not. To hell with you. If I do something like this, will this... Yeah, that can work. That can work. So you do it this way then. Because what I want to do is I want to leave signs up here. Maybe. please come this way. Is it because of the fence? Well, I just watched his dumbass go in there. Yes, it is entirely because that fence is there. Okay, noted. So I can't put them next to fences. Even though they're technically a translucent block. Understood. Begrudgingly. Okay, which leaves this as the pathway. We can have... primary grave route. And we don't even need to fill the whole graveyard, which is also the nice thing. So first, we're going to make it first at least a few of these graves. Feels a little claustrophobic about this. Claustrophobic? I'm not sure if that's the word I'd use. I'm not sure. Because they're really tight together. Not much room for mourners, but... we're going to split by 2. Okay. I think, yeah, this will be the last few that can actually just be the sliver line. Get out of my hole. Thanks. You're very loud. Okay. Place, 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 place. We're gonna need more, gonna need more stairs. Now, I'm not sure who to put on these tombstones, but I'm sure I'll think of something. Because, you know, you can put names on here. I don't know who I put as for names, though, but... guess we'll have to figure that out next time on Let's Play Minecraft Desync. Not the Secret Saturday edition. Bye-bye!